Hey folks, and welcome back to another episode of Michigan Pathways. I'm your host, John, and today we're talking about these people. Well, the first half is going to be about Rick's Sports. Rick's Sports is our sponsor. That's right, we have a sponsor. That is so awesome, and I'd like to thank them because they have been a staple in this community, in Monroe community, in Michigan for a long time. How's a long time? Good 20 years for me. I was the den leader for Troop 156 in Monroe, and Rick's always had everything for me. Everything from the patches that I needed for my boys on their shirts there, and heck, even shirts back then, pants. Now they even carry socks, I see, for the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, and also for the Girl Scouts. So Rick's Sports also has trophies. They have t-shirts. You want t-shirts for your next adventure outdoors? They got them. You can go over there and get some made up. So why not? Why not go over there and get yourself a t-shirt? Because nothing says like a great hike like Rick's. So I'd like to say thank you everybody over at Rick's Sporting Goods for helping me get this going today, and the t-shirt and the hat. It's really helpful and a blessing to have, because this is, how we take care of people. So, also taking care of people, I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors, or not just our sponsors, also our subscribers. Without our subscribers and the people that are at this channel, none of this would be able to go on. Also, the people that stop by and just kind of look at the channel and scroll on through, hey, thank you also for sliding by. So without the people here, this just wasn't be able to be possible. Also, you guys know I've been around quite a while, so I've also been over at Anchor doing my podcast there on every Tuesday. So, yep, that's every Tuesday. It kind of takes me about a week to write the show out and then be able to put it up, anywhere from 9 to 20 minutes. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's pretty informative and giving the basics for backpacking for the beginners. So if you're a beginner, or if you're wanting to, hear what I've got to say, then head on over to Anchor there, and it's Backpackers First Steps. I'll put all the stuff down below in the comment, and I'll be able to get you what you need. And Rick's, don't forget about Rick's. They'll help you out with everything you need as well. So on today's show, real quick, I had a couple questions on one of the podcasts, and I want to kind of cover them. I know I've covered them probably before, is my footwear and trekking poles. The trekking poles are a really good addition to anybody getting in, and I highly suggest you use them because they helped me. They helped everybody who's been out backpacking, because it helps really take the weight and keep you really balanced. And that depth of water, you want to know about depths when you're crossing a creek and stuff like that, you'll be able to use those trekking poles. A lot of people say, well, I just pick up a stick and use that. You could too, but you can't adjust that stick. But you say, John, I can adjust that stick. And I say, no, you can't. You can't do it like you can a trekking pole. You can cut it down, but you can't re-whittle it back up to, for something else later on. So nothing wrong with a good trekking pole. There's a lot of varieties out there, and I suggest, taking a look at stuff. I'm not saying we have to do Ozark Trail, folks, but I do have one of these on hand, and it is Outdoor Products. This I did pick up, and I believe, I forgot where I picked this up at. Sorry. This was a nice one. It has a trekking pole mount inside of it. Top just flips up here like that, and it's got the rubber band on the inside, so you can use this all the way as a trekking pole mount. Also has the screw underneath for your cameras and such like that. The other one I had wasn't a mount, but it was just the one just like this. Broke on me on my last one. Heartbreaking. Had two to start, came back with one. Tell you folks, Don't use your trekking pole holds you, not your backpack. Quick story, we were stopping for a moment on the trail, kind of dirty in the area. I want to take my pack off, and I put this in the ground on a slant, and what had happened was the weight of it and whatever, it just kind of rolled and ended up breaking. So it bent right here in the center, and that was it. I was out of a trekking pole, and I had to do the rest of the run with one. So I took the other one and threw it in my pack and packed it out. So, I'm a big lover of Columbia. Columbia has a lot of good gear for backpackers for the first time. Good quality gear as far as shirts, pants. I got a lot of pants and the shirts that I was there last time, and jackets. All reasonably priced. I do suggest you check them out there in Birch Run, Michigan. While you're over there, if they're open, go to Tony's. So while I was there this last time, I did pick up the 2 headlamps and 2 flashlights. They were about an ounce a piece. The other one's like a half an ounce headlamp and a flashlight. And I was able to use those on a trip here I just had as a night hike, just something quick. They were nice. 250 lumens. One takes the disc batteries, and the other one takes like 3 AAAs. So they're a really good buy. I think both of them cost me less than $30. So they're not rechargeables. I'm looking for a good rechargeable, and if you guys have got one, throw it down below and let me know a really good rechargeable. I'm looking under $50. I'm not getting too crazy here, guys. It's rechargeable. I have good batteries. I can recharge it. So while I was there, also, I did pick up the Columbia trekking pole. Really nice heavy-duty cork handle. A little bit more sturdy, a little bit more durable. And yes, I like to have all the accessories on there because you never know what you're going to run into in that backcountry. Be prepared. So this was a really good buy for me. That did come as a pair. And what I like about these is the flips, and they're able to extend out really nice. They do have all the measurements engraved in here and not just, a simple painting. So that was really nice. Little find right there. It does have the big stop, so you don't go any further than that and ripping it out, and you got your trekking pole all over in places. So there's always good tutorials and stuff like that out there. But when you want to have a good trekking pole, or you're measuring the height of one, I was always taught that when you're holding your trekking pole, which I'm probably holding it wrong. Yep, is you have that 90 degree, and your pole's firm. So 90 degrees, that way you have the correct height for you when you're just hiking on a straight trail. There are different inclines and declines of hills and terrain and such like that, where you're going to have to shorten these or lengthen these compared to what you're dealing with. So that's one part. Also, the other half was the Keens. My trail shoes. They're not boots. They're a mid-level boot. And I got them at Cabela's, also in Dundee, Michigan. And they were on sale. They were, I think, originally $129, and I'm getting them for $79. But the ladies there were very fantastic. They were able to help me out and get me the right ones that fit correct. Because don't think you're going to walk in there and just say, well, I wear this. Well, it doesn't work that way, folks. I wear a 10.5 shoe. I had to go to 11 wide in order to accommodate the at least thumbnail in between the front of my big toe and the front of the shoe. You want some play. You don't want really tight shoes, because if you're going downgrade and you end up hitting really hard and you do not cut your toenails, that's going to hurt and you're going to lose toenails, especially on a long distance hike. You don't want that. So my advice is always try to get your shoes fitted, but the best advice is is if you have a good pair of hiking shoe or walking shoes. Shoes you just use, your everyday type shoe, they are good just as well for your first hike. You don't have to go out and buy the most expensive pair of shoes there is, and you may not like it. You may not be able to return them. With everything going on these days, you never know what kind of gear you can get and might be able to return if you don't like it. So always try on if you can. Find someone who's willing to help you out in that, because I don't want to see anybody get hurt, and you don't want to have to pull out that first aid bag if you don't have to, especially that moleskin or Lugo tape. So that being said, if you need to see these people, they're in Monroe, Michigan. If you want to hear from me, head on over to Anchor. If you want to see me, come here to Michigan Pathways. And if you are in the area, go to Cabela's. Got you everything covered in less than a half an hour. So it's been great, folks. I will be announcing my next few hikes this year. I do have one coming up. It's a small one. It's probably 5 miles, but it's 5 miles that we got out and we were able to enjoy the day. So best of to you. Once again, thank you, Rick's Sports in Monroe, Michigan, and I will see you guys out on the trail. Take care.